What the fuck? Fucking faggot.
Here I come!
Hello everybody, my name is Kip Create, and today we're going to be talking about Crossout. Now, what is Crossout? Well, it's a bit of a mixed bag to describe. It's an online multiplayer, third-person car sandbox arena thing, and it's currently in an early release beta stage. Basically, it's Mad Max the game, where you build a car for battle, take it into a variety of game modes, and duke it out with everything else in a constant grind for better parts for better cars. I first discovered this game looking for something free to play, just something to mess around with, and it just looked neat. And when I first tried this game, it was simple but daunting. There's a lot to consider when building your car, the pieces you need, the mass, the weight limit, managing your powerful weapons and whatnot, and the first time you go into a match, it is just an absolute clusterfuck. But on top of all that, it's just really, really fun and really interesting. First thing I'm going to be talking about is the first thing you see, which is, of course, the graphics. And Crossout looks really good. While the graphics are nothing groundbreaking, they are still very aesthetically pleasing, and they really nail the Mad Max style of post-apocalyptic design. And on top of things, these graphics run extremely smoothly, as the game is highly optimized for smooth gameplay. I have yet to experience any amounts of lag, frame drops, or the like. It just runs really well while looking good too. Still, after sight there is hearing, and the music is fitting but lackluster. There's not much to be said about it. There's only a handful of tracks, and they all have an emphasis on rock or metal. The music's fitting, but it can be boring and just all sounds really samey same. As for the other sounds in the game, nothing too fancy about it. Engine sounds, gun sounds, metal scrapes, etc. It's all very smoothly designed and plays well, but nothing particularly spectacularly. All in all, the sound is just functional. There's nothing special, nothing really to catch your interest or to keep you listening, but it fits the role it needs to fill. And this game is just chock full of content, but extremely simple content. Most of the game will be spent in the garage, which is the first part of the game you'll load into. This is where you build your car, manage your storage, and run your builds to the testing grounds, where you can even spawn in some bots to practice against, or use a replica model of your build to poke around and find what needs fixing. Then there's the market. The market is where players can buy and sell various items, with the exception of frame pieces, armor, and cabin parts, for the in-game coin currency. There's also a showcase where people can publish their builds and download new ones to use if you lack any form of creativity. As for the actual gameplay, there's a variety of multiplayer modes to choose from, which leads me to my next segment. Gameplay is done entirely through online means, in one of three ways. The first is PvP matchups, splitting you into two teams of 8 where you fight until one team is all dead, or the capture point is taken. The matchmaking system divides players into matches based on the power score of your vehicle, meaning that you'll only be matched up with cars of a similar level within, give or take about 1,000 power. And it keeps things fairly balanced. Then there's the raids. They bring in 4 players against an onslaught of NPC vehicles through a variety of missions such as escorts, defense, cargo raids, and boss fights, forcing these teams of 4 to work together and survive to reach your goal. And finally, there's Bedlam, my personal favorite, which is basically just a free-for-all arena where anyone with any level of any vehicle can go into just an unending clusterfuck where everyone just brings in whatever they want, compares builds, messes around, and just absolutely fucks each other up in a never-ending match. If there is one complaint to be had about Crossout, it is the heavy-handed push for players to pay their way to the top. The progression system is painfully slow, and getting coins is a damn near hopeless endeavor, with even the crafting workshops held behind enormous coin paywalls, meaning that you must rely on common drops that sell for almost nothing, and the occasional crate to really get anywhere through a constant grind. It can really put a damper on the game, as everything past the basics is immensely hard to acquire. That said, I have put a little bit of money into the game just to see what I'd get out of it, and I wasn't really disappointed. You can get a lot of things out of the packs, but the builds aren't really OP, they're just for exclusive parts and coins you'll need, and with the power-based matchmaker, the purchase won't buy wins. You can easily get the starter pack, which will give you a lot of access and a good boost, and really help you progress a lot faster, and it helps support the game's development. Though with all that said, Crossout could really work on making it more accessible to free-to-play players by allowing them to gain access to higher tier drops, allowing the crates to come a little bit more often to give them a few more things, and just allowing the market to sell things a little bit higher, and just maybe rewarding coins for missions. All in all, Crossout is an incredibly fun game though. Good for messing around, wasting time, and getting those creative post-apocalyptic mechanic skills going. It's well worth the grind, or bit of money, you decide to put into it, and I'd highly suggest giving it a try. Who knows, you might even see one of my epically stupid builds going around. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will give Crossout a try. Just tell me what you think in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye! But Cap, my TF2. Later.